Rasika Preeti Devi Dasi from the beautiful farms of ISKCON Nilachal Vedic Village, and today we are going to continue with the topic of connecting with your child. So let's carry on further. Okay, let's look at how to build connection with your child. Now, first thing, when a child is in your womb, that's when it starts. And I'm going to give you a small personal example. So when I was pregnant with Damodar, and I would always sing a particular tune of Radhe Sham, okay? And I just loved it. I heard it from Guru Maharaj in his audio autobiography. I would always sing it before going to bed. Now that he started speaking little, he will always say Radhe Sham. He just loudly says Radhe Sham. So that Radhe Sham is something that connects us. Now, right from the womb, when you talk to your baby, when you are there with them, you're telling them, you're talking to them, that's where the connection starts. They are remembering the sound. They remember your voice. That is what they'll remember, they'll cherish, they'll connect with you the moment they're out of the womb. Yeah. As a baby, when you're feeding them, you have to sing to them. You don't have to sit with a mobile phone and feed them. Never do that. I know it can be boring. You may read something, you can sit with a book, but I would suggest just avoid everything and just be there with your child. Because whatever you're reading, maybe play a kirtan or sing a kirtan, that would be even better. That is your time with your baby. I know most of the moms are so busy, they want to multitask, like that's the time I get to catch up. So no, it's difficult, it's challenging, but it's a necessity. Yeah, it is something that you're doing for your children, and I'm sure we all love our children and we want to do what's best for them. As much as possible. I'm not asking you to sacrifice your happiness to an extent that you become remorse and you hate parenting, but try and strike a balance. Try and give them. These are the only few years that they will need you. Few years. It's a few years of investment, I would say. I would not use the word sacrifice. It is very beautiful to be called sacrifice. It's few years of investment with your child. You will crave for your child later on. They'll just vanish. This childhood years is going to go. Those mess in the house, there's toys everywhere, those shouting and screaming is all going to go in a few years. So it is better that while it is there, you just relish it. Why you want to change it? Why you want them to just be all disciplined and everything? So right from there, this process of connection starts. And when you are connecting with your child, when you talk to them while feeding, just sing to them. Nothing much. You don't have to do anything. Just sing to them. Just fill yourself with that maternal love. That's so pure. Fill it and just look at them with love. Just touch them with love. That's all that is required when they're babies. And whenever you're talking to them, talk to them how much you love them. Always look them in the eyes and talk to them. So this is for infants. As they grow, spend time with them. Play with them. As they are growing, toddlers, spend more and more time, do activities together, play together, your bath times, your play times, your food times, everything should have your complete attention. It's not that आप खाना खिला रहे हो, साइड में वीडियो चल रहा है या फ़ोन चालू है या आप किसी से बात कर रहे हो. Yeah, sometimes it may be required, but at least make sure that one meal in a day you're feeding with your complete attention to the child. Yeah, and when they especially start to talk, they're going to keep asking you same things again and again and again, same things. So when they keep asking you to do so many things, don't just ignore them. Keep repeating the answers patiently. Understand they're not asking you because they want to tease you, okay? They're asking you again and again because that's exactly why they need to hear it again and again. And they like the sound of it. They're making sure they got it right. They're trying to learn. It's not about teasing you, it's about learning, and they take time to learn. It's not like आपने picture book दिखा दिया, एक बार बता दिया ये apple है तो उसको याद रह जाएगा. No, it's not going to be that. If they are asking ये क्या है, you tell them. They'll ask you again. Maybe even 20-30 times they keep asking the same thing and repeatedly ये क्या है, because they're trying to understand. They see how you pronounce it, they see how it looks, they try to remember what it's called, they see how you move your lips to make the sound. They're seeing everything at a time, and that's until they get it, they're going to keep asking you. Once they get it, they'll stop asking you. So this is their learning process. This is not something they do to tease you. When they throw something, it is not something they do to trouble you. They like the sound of it. They are checking the reaction of everything. They check, they're learning. They're in this new planet with new things around and they are exploring. Don't shout at them at that time, okay? Let them play. If there is something that is breakable, you have to just put it away. Once it is in their hand, divert it. Like, oh, no, that will get hurt, and you can keep it somewhere else instead of, just making them, usko kyun toda, ye kyun kiya. No, shouting will not help. Never shout at kids, okay? Especially if they're toddlers. After 5 maybe you can scold, because that's when they are really of age. Before 5 you have to tell them why. First try, always the first approach should be telling them why it is important to do the otherwise. Yeah, so tell them what to do most of the time instead of telling them what they should not do. What will happen with this, they will believe you. Yeah, this is a part where they connect with you because you understand them. Try to understand why they are doing what they're doing. I'll give you an example. Recently we had a group of kindergarten kids coming to visit our farm. Okay, now I was taking them around because and I was with them, I was observing them, kindergarten and I think senior play group kind of kids. So one boy among them, he was very attracted to a car in Damodar's hand. I could see it. Now it was Dharam Sankat. It was really challenging situation for me because I didn't want Damodar to cry. No, I wanted that baby to cry. So I could see him walking towards the car. That was my observance. One of his teachers just picked him up and put him in the line. Line mein chalo, karke. She just picked him up and put him in the line. Meanwhile, I took the car and I hid it. Okay, I put it in my bag. Let no one play. Damodar was comfortable with me taking it. He wouldn't have been comfortable with anybody else taking it. So I just took it and put it in a bag so that, there's no distraction for him and no reason for him to cry. But because the teacher simply picked him up and put him in the line, he started crying because he was walking towards a toy. And the teacher doesn't know why he's crying, and she's just like, ye to aise hi rota rehta hai pura time, rona band kar karke she shouted at him. And I knew the reason why he was crying, but I couldn't fulfill it, but that is something, observance. You have to be fully present with your child. Then only you will know why the child is crying. Why does a mother understand what the child is talking or blabbering, even in his not very fluent and clear language? Totally bhasha mein bhi agar wo kuch bole, the mother will understand everything. Why? Because she's all the time present, right? So that's goes a step beyond that. You have to be present to your child's reaction, to their facial expressions. When they do something, what entices them, what makes them happy, what makes them angry, what makes them upset, how they test you, what they say to tease you. If they start joking, your child can start playing around with you. They start fooling around with you. Enjoy, participate, because that is a mark of their intelligence. When a child is fooling you, when a child is trying to, give you something and then take it back, or such simple activities, it's a mark of their intelligence. And you have to play along. Also know your child, okay? Keeping your personal, oh, my child is always good, keeping that aside. It may so happen that one of your child will be an extra loving and saint-like, and the other child will be exactly the opposite, like, everything is mine kind of a mentality. So what happens? When your child is saint-like, you need not worry about teaching them not to share things, okay? Let them share. There's always going to be access to people who are givers. Teach them to give. It's okay. Let them give, let them share, let them just distribute it. It's okay. You'll always have abundance. But teaching them to don't share, it will break. Don't buy them things if you think you can't afford an expensive thing being shared. Don't buy an expensive thing. But it would be wrong to teach them not to share, right? And when there's a child, like, see, your other child is a person who doesn't share at all, okay? Who would only share maybe when he has or she has in excess, like uske haath mein enough hai, only then, or there is a way to make them share. Now what you understand, one of the quality, one person is compassionate, other person is resourceful. I wouldn't label any negative qualities to them. The other person is practical, he's resourceful, she's resourceful. Like, this person is going to always make sure he has enough, he's satisfied, he's going to be able to take care of himself very nicely. So let's take a break here, and we shall continue further in the next session. Till then, Hare Krishna.